Testing. The live stream should be currently on. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Bruce Wang. I'll be here live streaming for about an hour. Everything looks to be all right. Let me know how. Let me get this out real quick. Give me a second. There we go. Hello everybody. How you guys doing? It is finally Saturday the 6th. It's 1 p.m. I'm about 9 minutes late. Sorry about that. I had some issues with my tenants that I had to take care of. But hey, welcome to the chat. What time? Welcome. So let me just post this link out a little bit. And so today's video will mostly be about. So today's video is going to be mostly about real estate versus the stock market investing. I don't really have a outline or anything, but I can tell you that hey, welcome to the chat, guys. 7 people in here. Give me 1 second. One second. Hello? Okay. Can you move the car right now? Okay. Yeah, just try to move your car. Because I told them yesterday that the contractors were coming, and I guess I didn't know what's going on. Okay, bye. Sorry about that. Now I'm back. So I just had an issue with my tenant, like I said. Real estate isn't that easy. Isn't just easy as collecting your rent. You have to deal with a lot of tenant issues. But yeah, thanks, man. How's it going, guys? What numbers you want to look at? So did any of you guys see my last video? My last video was about basically how to start your financial career, how to start your personal finances. And I know a lot of you guys, a lot of people out there, especially in America, they just want to get rich quick by investing in the stock market. And I don't think that's really the best way to go about it. And I think investing in the stock market is actually the last thing you should do. And so go watch that video if you guys haven't watched it after this live stream. But yeah, if you want to increase your passive income and whatnot, that's probably the best way to do it. Track your expenses, start building up your credit score, start an emergency fund. And once you do all those 3 steps, you can start building passive income after that. Give me a second. I need to plug in the battery real quick. Yep. So why invest in real estate versus Robinhood? Exactly. That is what this live stream is going to be about. So my investments in real estate is a lot more lucrative than my investments in the stock market. In the stock market, totally, I probably have $10,000 invested. In the cryptocurrency markets, I probably have 15,000 invested. And the cryptocurrency market, don't even think about it. Just you're gonna lose money if you invest in cryptocurrencies unless you got in years and years ago. But other than that, regarding the stock market, like I probably seen 5 to 10% gains since last year. And when it comes to the stock market versus real estate, I still would throw all my money into real estate rather than the stock market. So, hey, welcome to the chat, guys. Wizard, man, I always see you guys in the comments. DD, what's up? So I need to post this link out real quick. Give me a second, guys. But yeah, investing in real estate. I started investing in real estate through house hacking. Well, not technically house hacking. It's called a live-in flip. So basically, I bought a house that I can put a lot of sweat equity in, and it's not a typical house that you would buy and just start moving in. It's a house you actually have to fix up before moving in. So I bought that, fixed it up, and slowly build it up, slowly make it worth a lot more. And then after it was livable, start moving in, and the price of the house obviously went up because I put in all that sweat equity. I, remodeled hardwood floors, tiles in the bathroom, new walls, new kitchen, new everything. So within a few years, if I decided to sell off that property, I can make a lot of money just from the capital gains on that. And one thing about real estate, they have this thing called the 1031 exchange. And if you guys don't know about the 1031 exchange, that is like the main reason why you want to invest in real estate. If I want to, let's say for example, sell this house, I can do a 1031 exchange. All the capital gains I got from that house, all the equity, I can put it in another house equal to that value or higher, and the government cannot tax me on that transaction. So that's how a lot of real estate investors, I think most real estate investors, that's how they do their real estate investments. So the Elephant Geek, welcome, man. Stalin Zero, welcome. Justin Sneed, how you guys doing? So there's a lot going on today. Having a lot of issues with my contractors and tenants right now, and I might have to cut this live stream really short. So hit me up with as many questions as you can, and I'll try to rattle them off as fast as possible. But in the meantime, like I said, if you guys are stuck, if you guys are living paycheck to paycheck, you guys have to see that. You have to watch that last video I posted up, because that will really help you out. So yeah, I think my channel's goal right now is to help all of my subscribers grow their net worth. Teach you guys some financial literacy, and not just throw all your money into the Robinhood app or M1 Finance. But if you do go that route, I'll let you know how to do it effectively as well. Like for myself, I think the long-term game is the only way to do it. There's really no other way. How do my tenants, do they pay on time? My tenants are actually really good, except We do have some issues of like late payments and stuff, but other than that, they're great. And there's a lot of logistics that I have issues with, especially when it comes to like contracting and like doing some work on the house. So there's that as well. And I think that's the main problem, is fixing the property when your tenants are there and having to coordinate everything. So yeah, like basically, if you guys are looking to invest in real estate, probably the best way to do it is to save for a down payment, obviously. Make sure your credit's good, and then contact a real estate agent. And that's completely free. And tell them what you want. Like if you plan to house hack, and you guys don't know what house hacking is, basically it's like you're buying a duplex. So you're buying a multifamily, 2 units, and you guys live in 1 unit, and you rent out the other unit. So that's called house hacking. And or you can take another step, and you can even rent out your bedrooms if you have a spare bedroom. So let's say you're a single guy, single girl, and you bought a duplex. You can even rent out each individual rooms, $500, $400, whatever, depending on where you live. And basically the other unit is paying for your mortgage, and that's how you grow your net worth. You grow your equity in the property, and a few years later, you just do it again. You do it again. And probably within like 10 years, you should be able to make a decent amount of money to start retiring and whatnot. But if you live in a really high cost, like a city that's really expensive, New York City, LA, you might want to move out a little bit further so you can get better housing. But yeah, like nowadays, multifamily housing is really difficult to find, especially in my area, in the Boston area. Hey Tony, what's up, man? Elephant Geek, what's up? White Coat Medicine. I haven't really bought any foreclosures, but I am looking at foreclosures. There's not that many foreclosures out here nowadays, since the market has picked up a lot over the past few years. Like the last time I saw foreclosures on the market is probably like a few years ago. Do you have a price recommendation for people just getting started into duplex, maybe in the 200K or less? That honestly depends on the person. Like if you're a really good saver and you have like a decently high paying job, 50,000 plus K a year, and you saved up like enough for a down payment, 20%. Yeah, like 20% of 200K, that's $40,000. If you can save up $40,000, yeah, you can probably easily buy a duplex for 200,000. But then again, you also have to run all the numbers. You have to make sure the numbers are right. Like you have to know how much money you can possibly collect through rents. You have to know how much money you have to pay the bank every month. You have to know how much you have to pay for utilities, taxes, all that. Make a spreadsheet, calculate all that. And yeah, you have to run the numbers yourself. Like I can't tell you exactly how much money you can make from a certain property, because every individual person lives in a different state and all that. So it's really hard. Paul H2O, hey, welcome to the live stream. But 200K is a good start, I think. I don't know if you can find a property 200K. Maybe if you live somewhere in the middle of the country, do I offer utilities? I do not pay for electricity, and I do not pay for gas. But in my area, like I pay for water, sewage, trash. I could, like, all that all that expenses are baked into the rents. So technically, like the tenants are paying for it. It's just baked into the rent. Exactly, multifamily housing are hard to find or too expensive. What are your thoughts on condos? Condos are it's very tough to own a condo. Like my wife, she owns a condo in New York, and we have a property manager, so that really eases up on everything. But like, let's say if you wanted to refinance that condo, it's really difficult. I tried refinancing that condo through the bank, and like they have like a stipulation where you cannot refinance a condo through the bank for a they have this thing called a home equity line of credit. That's where you build up a lot of equity in your home, and then you want to take some of that equity out. You go to a bank, you get the home equity line of credit. It could be up to like $250,000 on your house, depending on how much your house is worth. But for condos, they don't allow it. That's also another great tool, home equity line of credit, especially if you own like a house that's really expensive, 500, 600,000. The banks might even loan you like up to like 250,000 of that. You can take that cash, go buy a rental property, and then start your real estate investment from there. Justin Sneed, my basketball career is officially over. I'm like 31 years old, but I do just play for fun. XXX Pretty Boy, yo, Bruce, you should try to invest in Bandora. A must for every investor. Have no idea what Bandora is. I do not have enough capital to go around. So, whatever. Wife, congrats. You look so young. Yeah, I have a wife. Been married for like 2 years. Almost. Yeah, been married for like 2 years now. Man, time flies. So what was I saying? Yeah, the only issues I have right now is just property management issues. It's really time consuming when you do have like issues with your tenants, and there's obviously issues where your tenants don't pay on time. Oh man, that's crazy. When your tenants don't pay on time, I charge a late fee of $50. So I try to incentivize them to pay on time. So instead of paying on time, like sometimes they just take the late fee and then pay late, which makes no sense. Like I still don't understand that. Hey, what's up, man? This Paul Grigana, hopefully I said your name right. I always watch your vids. Keep up the good work. I invest on Robinhood myself. Questions. I know you're big on investing and real estate, but how about starting a business? Starting your own business. So if you guys didn't know, most millionaires in America, at least, they made their net worth from starting a business. Starting a business, it's really difficult. Like one of the first business I tried to start up with my friends, if you watched the last live stream, that completely failed. I lost a lot of money. Like starting a business, if you want to start a business, start very small. Try to lower your overhead as much as possible. So overhead costs could be like your rents, your equipment fees, like all like inventory. So try to lower that as much as possible. Start small and then slowly scale up. Like if you guys want to start like something, I recommend starting something on YouTube. Like this channel last year made me like $1,500, I think. Yeah, $1,500. And then after I started posting regularly now, I make about that much in a month, which is ridiculous. And on top of that, I think YouTube, if you want to start a business, start on social media. Start on Instagram is a big thing now. Snapchat, not so much anymore. Twitter, you can use Twitter as a tool too. So yeah, start something on YouTube, man. Like find something you're passionate about and talk about it. I'm assuming you guys buy a lot of stuff on Amazon, and you just make product reviews. That's probably one of the easiest way to make a little bit of cash on the side. And hopefully, like if I make a lot more from YouTube and all of the affiliates and all of AdSense and whatnot, I could roll that back into my real estate investing and double up everything. Isaiah Smith, you're a genuine guy. Appreciate the knowledge. You know, that's one thing like what Ty Lopez always says, knowledge. You have to have the knowledge. And for me, I believe more in like, if you see someone else do it, you can do it. Like if I saw someone else do what I wanted, and I can pretty much do the exact same thing he can do. So if they can do it, I can do it. So if I can do it, you guys can do it. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just a regular guy like everybody else. Read some of the books that I recommended in my description. Yeah, like learn that knowledge, open up your mind a little bit, see what you like, see what works for you, and go on from there. Like I don't think anybody wants to work 30, 40 years and then retire when they're 65 with a little bit of cash. Like you want to live your life now, and working for 10, 20 years and then retiring sounds a lot better than working for 40 years and retiring. What are your thoughts on Lyft stock? I wouldn't buy any Lyft stocks. It's just too volatile. When it comes to stock market, I just like I like to be very diversified. So, you want to buy stocks like the S&P 500, the Vanguard S&P 500. I did a video on that. If you guys look back, it's called like the Lazy Man portfolio, where you only invest into these 3 funds, and once invested into those 3 funds, you cover the entire stock market. So, and the entire stock market goes up on average 7% per year. So I can just take that 6-7% per year. Some years are going to be less, some years are going to be more, and just keep growing that stock portfolio. That's how I plan to invest in a stock portfolio. So if you want to jump into like Lyft, Uber, like all those stocks are coming out very soon. If you are, just know that it's going to be very volatile. You might lose some money in the beginning, but overall, if they're a good business, then you might mostly make money, hopefully. You going to a Grease audition? Tell me, yeah, I'm auditioning for Grease right now. Sherlock Holmes, hey, welcome to the live stream. How's it going, man? How much realistically does one need to get started on real estate investing? Realistically, there is, depending on where you live, obviously. I'm assuming most of my subscribers are from America. There's this loan that you can get from a bank called the FHA loan, and those loans, you only need like a 3 to 4% down payment. So let's say you want to buy a house that's $300,000. 4% loan on that is what? Quick math. 3 times 4 is 12, like maybe $12,000. So FHA loan, it's like basically a loan. Yeah, it's like a loan first time home buyers. I think that's what's called. And you have to have really good credit for that. So you have to talk to a mortgage loaner. I think that's what they're called. But yeah, realistically, maybe $10,000, $20,000, and you can buy like a decent place. Thoughts on FatFIRE and Lending Club? So the thing about Lending Club, I used Lending Club. I probably invested in Lending Club like 5 years ago. I put in like $1,000, and I didn't like it. I didn't like Lending Club at all. I was gonna make a video on Lending Club, just to talk about how much I didn't like it. So I don't recommend Lending Club. FatFIRE, I wouldn't invest in FatFIRE myself because I know I have real estate experience and I can invest in real estate myself. So there's no reason for me to give my money to another company, especially like FatFIRE. I think they don't guarantee that you're gonna make money. So if you're gonna do a fundraise, just be careful about that. But like real estate, you can do it yourself. It's just gonna take a little bit of learning. So Sherlock Holmes says, going well. I was all set to buy Disney on the dip when I got paid, and it picked up just before then. Shaking my head. I may just still buy at least one share for now. Yeah, like if you're gonna buy into like these really big name brand companies, don't buy it when it's at an all-time high. That's what I recommend, and just invest a little bit at a time. So if you do invest and the price starts going down, then you're not going to be losing that much money. And then you can just keep buying shares as it's going down, because you're investing in that company for a reason. Like you believe in that company, you did your due diligence, and you believe that, I think Disney does pay out some dividends. So you can collect that dividends as it's going down, average your way down, and hopefully you make money on the way up. Yeah, I don't recommend Lending Club because you're lending your money out, and some people might not. Some people might not be able to pay back that loan. So just be aware of that. If you don't get paid back for lending your money out, then all that money is gone. Like for my Lending Club account, I've lost probably like 20 loans on $1,000. But I have made my returns is like 4%, and that's not a lot. 4% is not a lot when it comes to Lending Club, and it's not worth it. So probably stock market might be better than Lending Club. Student or family rental? Not sure what you're asking me, Greek Elephant. Justin Sneed donated me $2. Hey, thanks, man. Keep up the good work. Love your content. Hey, I appreciate all the tips, man. I take what I can get. Jeff Koshi asked, not every company is up at the same time. There's always companies that are down and in a good spot to buy. Jeff, that is correct. I believe that too. Like that's why, right now I'm invested in probably 20 stocks. I can't keep up with more stocks than 20. I think that might be my limit. So right now I'm just cruising along, buying little by little. When I do see a dip in one of those stocks, that's when I buy. And when all the other stocks go up, I just collect that. I just keep that capital gain. Try not to trade too much, especially if you're a long-term investor, because in the short term, you have to pay a lot more in capital gains. So I think for my next video next week, I'll probably do one video about taxes from Robinhood. But basically, Robinhood does make it really easy for you to do your taxes. All I do is they send you a 1099, and they send you like a list of all the stocks that you've traded, bought, collect dividends, and I give that list to my accountant. It's really easy, and it's really easy. Like I don't know why everyone makes it a big deal about doing your taxes. Like you can probably easily do it yourself as well. There is definitely a lot of videos on YouTube teaching you how to do taxes by yourself. You can fill out that form all on your own. Diversity, bro. You can't go wrong that way. Try them both out. The thing about diversity is when it comes to stock market, since I'm not highly knowledgeable about the stock market, that's why I rather stay diverse. But I think everyone should have their one bread and butter. So everyone has to have that's one source of income where they know that it's going to be coming in every month and it's very stable. And then once you have that, you can start diversifying. Because I think diversifying, you're not going to make that much money from spreading out your capital and spreading out your risk. The risk is so low, so that your gains are going to be really low as well. Jeff Koshi, I just recently opened my M1 Roth, and it has 128 holdings in all sectors. That is very diversified. I was gonna do a Roth IRA and M1 Finance too, but I already have one in Vanguard, so in M1 Finance, I'm planning to open up a SEP IRA since I am self-employed by YouTube. So hopefully I throw in some money there probably next week as well. Maybe throw in like $1,000 and just take advantage of that SEP IRA on M1 Finance. You know, that drip and that fractional shares. It's amazing. Like, I can't wait until Robinhood implements that too. I think Robinhood might be doing that soon. But don't hold that against me. Like, I'm pretty sure it might be like years down the road. Ali Mayhem is asking me, yes, tax videos, please. Interested in the long-term versus short-term taxes. I can give you a quick summary of that. When it comes to if you bought a stock and traded within the same year and you made gains on that, you're going to pay a lot more than if you bought a stock and held it for over a year. So I think capital gains on like a 1 year is like 20% plus. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's around that range. And if you're holding it longer term and you sell it off, I think it's a lot lower, like, which is like maybe 15, 10. So that's a lot of that's a lot you're going to be paying in taxes if you do it on a larger scale. So that's why I'm planning to hold a lot of my stocks for a longer term, and if I do sell off, it's going to be long-term capital gains, and I pay less in taxes. Informed Trades, hey, welcome to the chat, man. I'm doing great, other than I'm having some tenant issues where I have to get to after this live stream. Hopefully I can hopefully I can fix all that as soon as possible. So, you know, you guys have my undivided attention for the next 30 minutes. The community is very important to me, so I hope that I can help you guys out as much as I possibly can in the next 30 minutes. Do you prefer ETFs or individual stocks? Hey Tony, that's what Tony just asked me. I prefer ETFs over individual stocks. I could honestly say like I am like 80% invested into ETFs, and individual stocks that's about 20% of my portfolio. So everything that you see on Robinhood and all my videos, that's like 20% of my whole portfolio. Everything else is in ETFs, especially like Vanguard ETFs. Those are, I think, the best. Like I'm not affiliated with Vanguard. Like I just really love their product. So if you guys want to go check out Vanguard's ETFs, like they're on Robinhood as well, and you can check them out there. You can check them out there too. Sherlock Holmes asking me M1 or Robinhood. Like the title of this video, I rather invest in real estate, but if it comes between M1 and Robinhood, I rather go right now with M1 because I'm more of a long-term investor, and M1 has drip. So drips are they automatically reinvest all your dividends, and like when it comes to stocks, I'm a dividend investor / some growth stocks. So like it just makes it so much easier, especially because M1 Finance also has that fractional shares. And Robinhood is really great for trading, which is something that I used to do back in the days and I really suck at. But use both of them. Like you can just use both of them. I'm trying to get my trading skills up, so that's why I'm on Robinhood, and everything else I'm probably just gonna throw into M1 Finance because I can take advantage of that compounding interest. So what do you do if you have little money? Someone's asking, Larnell is asking, what do you do with little money? So if you have a little bit of money, try to save up emergency fund, sell off all the crap in your house that you're not using so you have more capital, and just go on from there. Try to make more money from your job, side income, start a side business. There's a lot of ways to make money. You just have to do the work. Like after you watch this live stream, just start going to work. Like I'm gonna go to work after this live stream as well. Justin Sneed, Q2 predictions as good as Q1. I'm not good at predicting the stock market. I don't think anyone can do it, but I think it'll probably be the same. We are in like a bull market, and the longest bull market run of all time, I think we are at now. So statistically, it's possible that Q2 could be in a bull market as well. And statistically speaking, we could go down from there, especially if that trade deal doesn't go through with China. So moving on, Mr. Dong, M1 for long-term trading. Yes, you can't do live trading. Yeah, M1 you can only do one trade per day. So that is the downside of M1 Finance. One trades per day at the beginning when your market's open. Yeah, one trade a day is all right with me too. Like, I'm not in a rush when it comes to investing in the stock market. You guys don't be rushing into the stock market, man. Especially when it's at all-time high. There's really no reason to just keep throwing thousands of dollars in there. Like, just go little by little, especially if you're a beginner. Try to learn as much as you can. And when the stock market does go down, that's when you can start being greedy. Let's look at another comment. Jeff Koshi, under a year is your tax bracket. Over a year is 60 at the long-term gains and 40 at the short-term. I have to honestly look at that myself when it regarding to taxes. I can't honestly, like, I'm making an educated guess from my taxes from like a few years ago, so I can't really say. But I know that long-term tax capital gains is a lot less than short-term. What are your thoughts on the rising cannabis market? Yeah, rising cannabis market is a really big industry. Invest little by little, and hopefully your capital grows when the industry grows as well. The cannabis industry I don't see it going down from here. Like, I can only see it getting bigger, because as it gets more mainstream, a lot more people is going to be investing in cannabis as well. But like, you can also say that about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but you look where cryptocurrency where is that right now, and you can tell that there's still a lot of volatility. So just be aware. If you jump into it, you might lose money. The volatility is there, man. Hey Bruce, are you completely focusing on dividends and stock portfolio? If you guys watch any of my Robinhood challenges, I'm trying to mix it up now. So I would say when it comes to just Robinhood, it will be like 80% dividends and 20% growth stocks, because there is a really big case for growth stocks. So like, I can't deny it, like, that growth stocks you can make a lot of money from growth stocks. I'm not going to deny it, like, it's there. But one thing I want to do with my stock market investments is that I wanted to provide cash flow every month for me. So right now I'm at like $30 a month, and I want to get that to like $3,000 a month. And $3,000 a month, that could pay for almost everything for like a whole year. Like, month by month, that could pay all my bills for a whole year, like every month. So I think I need to 10x my investments. So if I can get, like, right now my investment in stock market, especially on Robinhood, is like 4,000, almost at 4,000, and I can make about $30 a month. So I need 400,000, and I can make about 3,000 a month. So that'll be pretty crazy. That's still a few years away. So that's how I think about investing. I want that cash flow, guys. Cash flow is king. Mr. Dong, how much do you need in capital to invest in real estate? Like I said, depending on where you live and depending on your credit score, $10,000 for an FHA loan, $20,000 for an FHA loan. But typically, you need 20% down. If you want to really invest in the stock market, you might have to move to a up and coming area and start investing there. So talk to a real estate agent. I'm not a real estate agent, but I talk to real estate agents all the time, and that's how I do research in the markets, especially for where I live. So Jeff Koshi, Robinhood is trading, and M1 is passive investing. Yep. Luca Villa, hey, welcome to the stream, man. Do you know Oval Money? No, I don't know Oval Money. Have no idea. Will you look at unit? Justin Sneed asked. Not really sure what unit is, but maybe I can take a look later. Do I believe GE will go back to its former glory? GE is a really big company. It's been around a really long time. They've been messing up over the few years, but they do have a lot of capitals. So they got a lot of billions of dollars, and they can probably just sell off a lot of stuff and restart over. So it might take them a few years, but they could come back. I think they have a higher chance of coming back than not coming back. Yeah, they have a higher chance since they have a really good track history. So there's going to be a lot of volatility in GE if you're going to invest in there, but depending on how much risk you can take, maybe that's what you want to do. If you live in Los Angeles, Mr. Dong, that's a really high cost of living area. You might want to invest a little bit outside of the city, a little bit further out. There's always a market to invest in. Is this getting really dark? So if you guys are enjoying the video so far, don't forget to leave me a like on the video. That really helps me out. So yeah, please do that, man. So let me know what else you guys want to talk about. I'm still here for another 20 minutes or so, just trying to help everybody out as much as I can. The Elephant Geek, for dividend purposes, do you prefer buying stocks that pay monthly, quarterly, or annually? Why not all four? I mean, all three. Monthly dividend stocks, quarterly stocks, annual stocks. You can have it all, man. You can buy 3 different types of quarterly stocks that pay at different times, and those 3 or 4, yeah, those 3 quarterly stocks can pay you every month. That's called the dividend ladder, or yeah, that's called the dividend ladder. You can get paid every month without investing in monthly dividend stocks. It's completely possible. The more money you have, the more money that can make money. So just keep it up, man. Just keep building up your capital, building up your emergency fund, so you have more opportunities whenever they arrive. Regan V Films, hey, welcome to the channel, man. I never saw you before. What stocks would you recommend the most? If you're just beginning, index funds all the way. And invest little by little, learn as much as you can. But you got to talk to that financial advisor, because I'm not one. I have to say that in every video. Jeff Koshi, and with monthly dividend stocks can come close to getting dividends daily with the right amount of stocks. That is yeah, that's pretty crazy, but I don't need to be collecting daily dividends. Monthly dividends is already good enough for me. I don't need to be collecting dividends daily. Tom Papola, what was your weakness in day trading? My weakness in day trading was inexperience. Emotion, I got too emotionally involved in the trades, so not knowing what I was trading. Trading very risky stocks. I probably got caught in some pump and dump schemes. If you follow a lot of other YouTube day traders, you will most likely be caught in a pump and dump scheme. So this is what happens, right? So you follow a YouTuber who's in the stock market. So I'm going to drop a dime on you. So you follow a YouTuber, has a big ass following. They invest thousands, tens of thousands, $20,000 into a certain stock, and then you're in their group, and then they do live trading, right? They're gonna be the ones that are gonna be trading first, and you're watching them trade. And most likely, if you're inexperienced and you don't really know what you're doing, you're gonna be copying exactly what they're doing. It's just there's no way about like you don't know what you're doing, so you're just gonna copy someone else and what they're doing. So that's how you get caught in a pump and dump. So they're gonna be trading, and you're gonna be paying the price. You're gonna be left with holding that bag, and that's exactly how you're gonna lose money. So just be careful if you guys are following someone live trading stocks. Like I've seen it a lot in the cryptocurrency and like world. You know, like I had a following of like 8,000 at the time, and people would DM me on Instagram. They would DM me on Instagram asking me like, "Hey, do you want to be in this pump and dump scheme with us? Like you'll be the second one to get the announcement on when to sell." So that just like rubbed me the wrong way, and I think that's why the crypto currency scene it'll just be like a stain, you know, in my investment career. But you can't say I didn't try. So anybody out there that is really trying to learn how to invest, like just don't do that. Don't copy exactly what other YouTubers are doing. Like you have to really take it step by step, a little bit at a time. The more you invest, the higher risk it is, the higher reward it is too, especially if you can get in at the right time. But I don't think that that's possible. Oh yeah, in my class of investments, that kind of happened to me. Like I think that will happen to a lot of people. It happened to me, you know, especially when I first learned how to invest. So, you know, I'm just passing it along, man. If I lose money and I find out why I lost money and my mistakes, I'm gonna let you know, and hopefully you guys don't follow the same mistakes. There's a lot of different ways to make money, especially in the stock market. So just look for a different way. That I don't think that way is gonna work unless you're that YouTuber doing the trading. But you know, that's pump and dumps are illegal. So if you know, the SEC catches you guys, then I don't know what to say. How do you save money to invest in real estate? Informed trades. So like I said, saving money and doing all this stuff to invest in real estate, you guys can find out exactly how I've done it in my last video. I think I covered it in the beginning of this live stream. But basically, there's a lot of, first you have to change what's up in here, right? Like everyone has their own problems, everyone has their own excuses, but you have to be accountable for everything that happens in your life, especially when it comes to money. So when it comes to money and how much money you have, that's all on you. Like I never blame anybody for the amount of money that I don't have. Like unless they're stealing your money somehow. But you know, that's also on you too. So save up money, track your expenses, find out exactly how much money you need to survive on a monthly basis. Save up an emergency fund just in case some shit goes wrong and you know, you're gonna need medical bill paid or whatever. And then start building up your credit, and then start saving up for a down payment. So that's like 4 steps. And once you have a big enough down payment, go talk to a real estate agent, and then see what you can buy, see what's out there, see what you can afford. And then after that, house hack your way to financial freedom. House hacking, you buy a duplex, you live in one unit, you rent out all the rooms in that unit, everybody else is paying for your mortgage, all that cash flow, you keep building it up, and then you just buy another property and just keep doing it again and again and again. Like for myself, I did a live-in flip. So what I'm doing, I bought a property that needed a lot of fixing up, fixed it up, moved in, keep fixing it up. Like just this week, I put insulation in my home, so blown-in insulation. So that was like $1,000. So that brings up the value of my house by maybe 1,000 and maybe even more. And then when I sell this house, which I don't believe that I'll sell it, I'll probably, when I move out, I'm gonna rent it out, and then you know, collect that rent, save up more money, buy another house, buy another real estate investment. Like, it sounds easy at first, but it sounds difficult at first, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You know, you don't know what you don't know. So I'm telling you that right now. Buy some books, educate yourself. There's a bunch of books that I leave in my description that I recommend. Those are the books that I've read and I learned a lot from. So all my knowledge is in those books as well. And I'm just sharing that with you right now. Of my second message, I actually wanted to type, that's what my investment teacher was doing. That's not good, man. Tom Popola, I stopped trading pennies because of what I just said. Trading penny stocks, like, that's probably one of the most riskiest thing you can do. It makes no sense to trade penny stocks, in my opinion, unless you are the one doing the scheme. But, you know, that is illegal, so hopefully you guys don't go to jail if you are doing it. Bruce, I just started buying larger stocks. So far, only what I've invested into a company is only $1. Hey, like, anyone here trying to learn how to get better when it comes to their personal finance, you know, yeah, anyone here trying to learn how to get better at personal finance, learning how to better themselves, like self-educating, self-improvement, like, if you keep doing this over and over for years and years, like, you're just gonna keep getting better. So as long as you start, you're already ahead of a lot of the people in the world, especially in America. I think that most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. So if you can get yourself out of that mindset of living paycheck to paycheck and investing in stuff that is cash flowing and will bring you money, dude, you're gonna be ahead of the game in a few years. Think about it long term. Think about it like 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, 5, 10. Like, you underestimate what you can get done in a year. Like, in 10 years, your life, like in 1 year from now, your life could be completely different in a good way or in a bad way too. So no cryptocurrency. Like, if you're gonna invest in cryptocurrency, make sure that you are, make sure that money is you know, money that you can afford to lose. Don't invest your money that you get from getting married. Don't invest, you know, your life savings, any of that. Like, don't do that. If you have some cash that is disposable income, I think that's what it's called, you might, you know, throw 1%, 5%, something that you won't miss, especially if it's gone. But like myself, I don't like to lose money, so I'm not going to be investing in Bitcoin anytime soon. Like, and if I already have a decent bag, so if cryptocurrency does come back, I'm all set. Like, I checked my account earlier today, and my Binance account probably jumped up like $5,000. I kind of want to do a video on cryptocurrency, but I don't want to encourage other people into investing in cryptocurrency anymore. Like, I think I've done that for a whole year and a half or so. And I think I just got too caught up with everything. Investing in gold and silver, is that a good idea? I'm not too much for investing into silver, but I don't know anything about investing in silver. But investing in gold, yeah, like, investing is an investment. Like, something, gold you can keep for a long time. Like, especially for gold, you can really tell when it's a good time to buy and when it's a bad time to buy. I think right now gold is like kind of in the middle area, but towards the higher price. Like, I haven't checked the gold price in a long time, but investing in gold is good. But the only thing about investing in gold is really hard to keep it safe. So, like, if you are planning to invest in gold, keep it in a bank. You know, don't leave it at your house. Don't wear it on you at all times. Like, it's crazy how rappers can wear $100,000 chains, $200,000 diamonds. Like, I don't know. But then rappers have like big security guards following them around everywhere, so they probably know what they're doing. Celtic, real estate is no joke. You got to put in the work. Nothing comes easy. Exactly, man. You got to work hard. Like, that first year, second year, third year, like, it was tough. But the third year is but every year it gets a little bit easier. I'll tell you that. Tom Popola is asking me about what are my thoughts on ETFs and ETNs. I'm not sure what ETNs are, but ETFs, index funds, I support that. What's his name? Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway. That's a great one. He invests in a lot of great companies. He doesn't give any dividends, so I think that's one reason why I didn't buy any of his stocks yet. But I'm planning to hold some of his stocks just because I might be able to get a discount on my insurance, car insurance, because he owns Geico. And other than that, like Vanguard ETFs, Vanguard index funds, 100% right there. Are dividend stocks like Coke safe during recessions? I haven't been invested in the stock market through a recession, so I can't say if that's true or not. But the dividends do always get paid out. I think Coca-Cola is one of those dividend aristocrats. I think that's what they're called. So Coca-Cola has been paying dividends consistently for the past, I don't know how many years, but they have been paying consistently. So if you want to invest in Coca-Cola, they have a good track record. They have a good history. But regarding the stock price, it's going to go up and down, especially during a recession. All right, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? I have like a good 4 or so minutes before I end this live stream. Do I agree with investing $25,000 into the S&P 500 before investing into single companies? I believe that, yeah, investing into diversified index funds first. I'm not going to tell you how much to invest in it, but your majority of your investments should be in like index funds. Spread out your risks through like everything in the stock market, and as you learn more, invest in individual stocks that you like, especially the ones that you do your research on. Some ETNs you need to know and watch out for, as you may even know to file a K1 on your taxes, just extra steps at tax time. Yeah, I have to look up what an ETN is. I have no idea what that is. It might be an abbreviation that I don't know or something. The Real Head Turner asks, how many shares do you buy to qualify for dividends? To qualify for a dividend, when you buying you can buy just one stock. You just have to buy it before the ex-dividend date, and then you'll be qualified for that dividend. 66 is asking, thanks for spreading your knowledge. Yeah, man, I made so many mistakes over the past 10 years. I think that I can probably write a book just on all the mistakes I've made. So, yeah, welcome to the gang, man. This is like my mistakes 101. Learn from them. Exchange trading notes. Interesting. I didn't know that. SWOF, nice jacket, bro. What brand is it? Like, I get all my clothes from Uniqlo, so it's not name brand or anything. Like, I don't spend that much money on clothes, but Uniqlo is a great brand. I looked up for stocks on Uniqlo. They don't have any, but if they did, I would probably be buying that. Guts Berserk, MLPs, Major League P. I don't know what that is. My brain is like fogging up right now. Isaiah Smith asks, once retired, what would your plans? Just chill and still work here and there? When I retire, I will, there's no such thing as, I don't think there's a such thing as being retired. I think that what I mean by being retired is that I'll be making so much money every month that I wouldn't need to work anymore. So if I decided not to work for a month, I could just not work for a month. But most likely I will be continuing investing in the real estate, one house a year, maybe two houses a year, something that is, not too stressful. And yeah, just keep growing that net worth. Maybe if this YouTube channel picks up and I get to be like 1 million subs, that'll be nuts too. Like, I'll probably keep going. Like, there's no reason to stop working. You know, I don't know why people think that retirement is going to be the end all be all, but it is catchy to say, oh, I'm going to retire soon. So that's why I say it. It is a little bit clickbaity, but hopefully you guys kind of understand. Yo, welcome to the Wang Gang. I like that. I don't know who made that up, but shout out to you guys, man. You guys are all part of the Wang Gang now. How often do you go live this live? Is the first time. Tom Papa, I'm planning to go live every Saturday at the same time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I will be letting everybody know, but today I was late like 10 minutes, so forgive me for that. Hey man, welcome. So I think I'm going to be ending the live stream here. Yeah, I'll be ending the live stream here. A lot of you guys I've seen for the first time, so welcome. This live stream has been really exciting, really fun. So now it's time for me to go back into the stressful life of the real estate investor lifestyle. I got to go deal with some tenants and contractors and make sure no one's like killing each other. So thanks for tuning into this live stream. Leave a like if you're brand new. Leave a like if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. Come on, man. I need those subscribers so I can make more of this. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next live stream next week. Bye.